Now, the remarkable thing about your Astacopsis gouldi, Andrew, is it is a big animal.
Yes, it is.
And
impressive.
You find it in these tiny little streams.
You walk up here and you think you can see every sort of rock and every bit of it, but clearly not. There's these things hidden away.
As access was gained to the rivers, the animals so easy to catch, the people could just walk in and pick them up. And they pick up the big animals. A size limit was brought in, but the size limit is very close to the size at which they mature for reproduction. And so as the animals were caught, the reproductive population went lower and lower. Things were looking pretty grim for it. Until about 12 years ago, 1998, a ban on fishing was brought in. And since then, numbers are starting to increase, and better still, these very large animals are starting to be seen more often.
With its numbers back on the rise, it's important the species is protected. Forestry Tasmania is very aware of the giant freshwater crayfish and puts measures in place to protect its habitat before any sort of forestry is carried out.
Well, like all threatened species, we have to protect them and protect their habitat. So what's important for this species is the stream habitat and identifying those characteristics that are likely to contain a potential animal. So we go out and identify the important characteristics and then protect them by applying prescriptions in place.
Okay, this one looks pretty nice, Marie. Nice stream habitat. The water weed's good and very clear. What sort of prescription's been put on this stream?
If I look at this map, I can see that there's a pine plantation just over there. So it looks like they've retained a patch of forest, a buffer strip along the edge of this stream.
Looks pretty good.
Here's a good example where we can see the habitat quality in this stream is very suitable and very high. And across over the stream there's a pine plantation, so the buffer that's been provided by having this retained forest provides very good protection of this stream.
Protecting the giant freshwater crayfish is relatively simple. A 30-metre buffer zone either side of the river or stream is enough to protect the animal's environment around the state.
But the freshwater crayfish is just one of the threatened species forestry planners need to take into account before allowing a harvesting operation.
Other animals include the wedge-tailed eagle, with forestry doing annual eagle nest spotting around the state. Finding a nest means no harvesting operations in that area.
Other birds on the threatened species list include the swift parrot, which call Tasmania's blue gum forests home in the summer months.
Then there's tiny beetles and bugs, which also need to be taken into account, such as this, the giant velvet worm, a threatened species which forest planners work to protect.